budget woes to big sales to an alleged act of mayhem that made people across the globe cringe. Garden Grove made big headlines last year. Let's take a look at a few of the stories that defined 2011. One Garden Grove woman became notorious worldwide after allegedly slicing off her husband's penis and tossing it down a garbage disposal on July 11th. Garden Grove Police Lieutenant Jeff Nightingale explains how his department thinks it happened.
And he wakes up to find his wife had tied him to the bed, and at that point she is just about to cut his penis from his groin, and he wakes up at that moment. The wife made some statements to the initial officers saying that he deserved it, quote unquote.
The suspect, 48-year-old Catherine Q, has since pleaded not guilty to charges of torture and aggravated mayhem. There were arguments back and forth on medical marijuana regulation for most of 2011, with the city finally settling on allowing its 60-plus medical marijuana dispensaries, under condition they be registered and zoned. But federal prosecutors cracked down on the dispensaries statewide, creating tough new regulations.
This is the day the Lord has made. Let us
a lasting city landmark, the Crystal Cathedral has gone through a tumultuous time following its bankruptcy, with a $50 million plus debt to its creditors. Chapman University and the Catholic Diocese put up bids for the church, and a bankruptcy judge approved the sale for $57.5 million to the diocese, which members of the Schuler family reportedly supported. The Vatican has approved, and diocese officials expect escrow to open soon, while the future of the Schuler Ministry's televised Hour of Power sermons remains uncertain. Moving along to another famous structure, the Moving Wall, a traveling half-size replica of the Vietnam War Memorial, stopped in Garden Grove for several days. It proved to be especially significant to this city, home to many American veterans and former citizens of South Vietnam. Matt Foster is an Army veteran who spoke out to the Vietnamese American community at the wall's closing ceremonies.
We are a much better nation after welcoming the Vietnamese people here. They are a thriving part of our community, especially here in the Garden Grove, Westminster area, and I am proud to call them fellow Americans.
The 2011 state budget crisis caused nearly $1 billion of approved cuts that have already started to kick in. In Garden Grove and across all cities in California, spending for higher education, the disabled, public libraries, public school buses, and state prisons will be significantly pared down. It's unknown how those affected and California itself will weather 2012, especially as Governor Brown has vowed even more deep cuts to state services.